So, Masters, welcome back to the session. So let's begin with our wisdom part. Yesterday, we had seen some conversation which went on between Baba and Rudra. So, Rudra is a disciple of Baba. So, they would be having beautiful conversations on different topics. So, yesterday in yesterday's session, Rudra was asking about like what is the easiest way to deal with karma, to come out of the karma. So, Baba's answer was first thing is with complete surrenderance, we need to first realize that the karmic cleansing is happening and go through that karmic experience with lot of grace, patience, um, and also we need to have a complete surrender. And other thing what he was mentioning was like the moment we start judging people or any situations or anything, we are opening a fresh karmic account. And the third point what he was mentioning is like God has given us the free will. So when we are using our free will, we are either like opening a new karmic account, or we can use the same free will to close that account. So it is up to us what we are what we are doing or how we are dealing with the free will. So these were the few points like which we discussed yesterday. So let's move on to today's one more new conversation. So today's topic, it was about wanting to change and working towards change are two different words. So many a times, Masters, we think like, okay, this is one thing which I have to change in my attitude. We normally see we discussing with our friends or relatives like, hey, I want this part of me to be changed. But on a superficial layer, when we say we want to change, but deep inside, if we are not putting that efforts towards that direction, it's not the same. So the Baba is telling like these two are two different things. So for that, he has given one beautiful example also. Let's move on to the conversation. Um, that night, Baba took Rudra on an astral voyage to a mountain. So they had gone like to a astral travel, both Rudra and Baba. It was a huge mountain where one could not see the top, but an ongoing mountain which clouds later covered. It was never ending, had various plateaus and various inclines going as far as the eye could see. The mountain was sky high. They climbed for a while and then Rudra was taken to a village. The scenery and the beauty of the place took his breath away. Rudra had never seen anything as good as this place. It felt as though Rudra was in heaven seeing the beauty of the paradise. But there was something wrong in the vibration of this place. As beautiful as it was, the vibration felt heavy and foreboding. Rudra saw people moving about their day to day affairs, and then he understood why the very air seemed so dense and heavy. Everybody here was scared. There was an underlying stench of fear in this place. The contrast between the divinity and the beauty of the place and the heaviness and denseness of vibration was so prominent that it made Rudra feel ill. The most spectacular place where even the light was vibrant and inviting, but in each individual, be it a child, a woman, man, or an animal, there was fear that lurked in their eyes and in their vibrations and aura. Rudra felt as though he was in heaven but covered with sludge from hell. Each individual Rudra saw went about life as though worried that something will go wrong. So there was laughter, it was half-hearted, as though everybody was scared that too much laughter could bring forth some calamity. At every place there was a need for peace. But a menacing sense of fear made even the little peace something to be apprehensive about. People ate, but Rudra could figure out there was no taste on their tongues. Everyone spoke softly. Most were as though hiding from somebody or the other. For all its luminous clarity and play of light, the breathtaking vistas and scenic view this place made Rudra ill. Baba entered various homes and then came out after a while. The windows of most cottages were curtained but still partially open, allowing the luminous light to enter but never completely, worried if somebody would see those living within. Rudra could see people within, but they never really came out in the open. Rudra began to gasp for air, but all he could breathe in was fear, and he realized that eventually nothing truly mattered but peace within each of us, which leads to a joyous life filled with laughter and lightness of heart. Rudra wanted to go back home. He had gone to places which were truly gruesome and scary, but he understood the demands of the situation and was always comfortable doing whatever Baba wanted to him. Never had he come to a place which looked like heaven and had the unmistakable stench of hell. Like a child who looked like an angel but was Satan within. Rudra found this heavenly looking place disturbing and he wanted to be back in his cottage with his Baba. In a matter of a thought, Rudra was back in his cottage with Baba sitting in front of him, eyes shut, and Rudra sat looking at his master till the latter opened his eyes. So now Baba is telling in this way. So now you understand how important it is for us to realize the truth within. I could have explained this scenario to you, Rudra, or I could have made you live this scenario. Wanting to change and working towards change are two different worlds, Rudra. The most beautiful place in creation with the most fearful people in the world, and what happens to that place? It repulses you. Why? Because the external and internal are in conflict. When you want change, you shall experience life like this. On the outside, it all will be beautiful or seemingly normal, but within you, there will be conflict. As now you are going beyond the normal, you are going beyond the appearance, you are going within, and within there shall be stench, dirt, and sewage of the worst possible kind, but all within, nothing external. And for long period of time you shall have to live in this contrast or in the so-called normalcy of the situation, knowing very well what you are truly made of. Don't hate yourself or judge yourself. Work on yourself. To go beyond inherent tendencies or character flaws, one needs compassion and patience, not anger and various complexes. Let me repeat this. To go beyond inherent tendencies or character flaws, one needs compassion and patience, not anger and various complexes. Understand that everybody has flaws and strengths, just as you. Then slowly work towards strengthening yourself and slowly detaching yourself from your lower self. Slowly but surely, you will reach where you have to be. Now, okay, so Rudra continued to massage Baba's feet for a while and then stood up and entered the kitchen. So the conversation further continues, masters, in their house. So finally, Baba is telling like wanting to change and working towards change are two different worlds. So for this topic, what example he has given is on the outside superficial layer, we are saying wanting to change. So everything is fine. But deep inside, if we are not working out, so he is comparing to that village where when we see from the outside it is like heaven, but when they go inside that village there are so much of like negative vibrations because the people are living there with lots of fear. So even those kind of traits, like negative traits, even we do have in ourselves. We are saying we want to change, but if we are not putting efforts towards that, and if we are not moving in that direction, so there will be always the conflict, like there will be always that frustration within us. Okay, I'm thinking to change but I'm not able to change. So what Baba is telling, like, okay, everyone has flaws, that it's okay, even myself, I have flaws, or the other person has flaws, that is okay. First, acceptance. What we have to do to come out of that, to change ourselves, is most important. Just thinking to change is not enough. We need to put step by step, like a baby steps, to come out of it, work towards that flaws, and move into a positive side. So that is what the conversation and the beautiful example what he has given us today. So with that example, we can correlate what is going on with us and how we have to go in which direction to come out of our whatever flaws we have, each one of us. So it's a small topic, Masters, but it has a lot of practical tips, like where he has given one beautiful example how we can think in this direction. Thank you, Masters. So if anyone would like to discuss about this topic, share your thoughts, please unmute. Yes, Mamta ji, please unmute.
Namaste, Shailaji.
Namaste.
Namaste, Masters. Really, it was a very continuing, and every word is so valuable, and it's very important to see our inner. The explanation of that village, it's very real that we will be manifesting to be good and let happen positive, but inside there will be so much of conflict that we have to understand and we have to overcome. Yes, it's through compassionate and through meditation and through wisdom, and there are so many personal ways they wish, and I felt very happy to hear those words. And I will continue my affirmations. Yesterday I had read of 15, and today I will continue those universal affirmations. I always see the good in every situation. I am inspired, creative, and optimistic. My life is happy, and I create my happiness. Thank you for the infinite possibilities and opportunities in my life. I appreciate all the beauty and blessings in my life. I maintain an abundant mindset. I am grateful for the mindset that keeps me confident and attuned to my inner strength. I thank you for the privilege of this wonderful life. Thank you, universe, for guiding me towards my highest good. Thank you, universe, for the lessons that help me grow. I am grateful for the abundance that flow effortlessly into my life. Thank you, universe, for learning perfectly in my life. I appreciate small joys and miracles that pride my days. I am grateful for my mind, health, and my spirit. Thank you, universe. Thank you, masters. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Mamta ji, once again for the beautiful affirmations. So the way you were reading out, so we need to realize, like I felt like I have to realize there are so many things that we have to be grateful to the universe, because many a times, like we just we are not even aware that we have so many things in our life. So looking at each small or big thing, there is nothing like small or big. Everything is really worth what we have got in life. So thanks a lot for sharing these affirmations, and I'm very much thankful for the universe for giving me this opportunity to speak over here and sharing our knowledge with each other. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Masters, for joining this session. So let's meet in our next one more new meditation session. Have a nice day. Thank you, one and all.